Wes Hand and Pat Cummins, and the action continues on Real Pro Wrestling.
Welcome back to Real Pro Wrestling. We're down to our final match at 264 pounds, where a number 6 seed is challenging the number 2 seed.
That's right, Tim. Our second semifinal match is between Wes Hand of the Iowa Stalkers, Pat Cummins of the Pennsylvania Hammer. Hand's quarterfinal match was by a forfeit, and it really gave Iowa the boost. The Slam really needed the point, but Iowa is probably out of reach now.
Great heavyweight Pat Cummins has an opportunity to stop Iowa and gain a few points for the Hammer. It's a tight race right through the middle.
But once again, before we go to the matches, let's go home and meet our wrestlers on Real Pro Wrestling.
Pat Cummins, 120 kilograms.
We're at the deli restaurant, downtown State College. Big heavyweight like me's got to fuel up. Let's go head inside. Being a heavyweight, it's all about eating.
Are you ready to order?
Yeah, I think so. Let's get a nachos grande, some coconut shrimp. I need a steak. Can also get a small side salad. I think that's gonna fill the table.
I've been wrestling for about 10 years now. Some of the hazards of wrestling are, you can get the cauliflower ear, of course the missing teeth.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Gotta take the tooth out.
I'm a hammer, Pennsylvania Hammer. I'm explosive, going until there's nothing left.
And all the nachos stick together. That's one nacho.
I'm an aggressive wrestler. That's my style is pretty aggressive. Like always shooting and always, trying to attack. I have a couple of funky moves, but it's good. It's good for the points.
Ready for dessert? Apple walnut pie. Wow. Thank you. Train hard, eat hard, baby.
We're at Virginia Tech University in Blacksburg, Virginia. I am the assistant wrestling coach at Virginia Tech. Michael Vick put Virginia Tech football on the map. We're trying to put Virginia Tech wrestling on the map.
My style of wrestling is explosive, physical, trying to make you look as bad as possible. And I'll do whatever it takes to beat you.
Hey, this is the Virginia Tech mascot, Virginia Tech Hokey Bird. I've been at Virginia Tech Wrestling for 3 years, just finished my 3rd season. How you doing? Wes Hand, Virginia Tech Wrestling. I work for head coach Tom Brands. He pushed me as a competitor, now he's pushed me as a coach. It's a VT, baby. The right hand over there. I don't get in a big hurry, switch, come up to your feet.
And in wrestling, you like to try to do the impossible. Beat guys you're not supposed to beat.
Come on, good wrestling here. Smart wrestling.
You don't train to beat the guys you can beat every day. You train to beat the guys that people don't think you can beat.
Time. Another Hokey Bird, man. Can't get enough of the Hokey Bird.
Now that we've met our 2 competitors, let's see them battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes our next match at 264 pounds from the Pennsylvania Hammer. It's Pat Cummins! And his opponent from the Iowa Stalkers. Come on, let's hear it for Wes Hand!
We're back, and we're ready for Real Pro Wrestling's final heavyweight semifinal match, pitting number 2 seed from the Pennsylvania Hammer, Pat Cummins, against the number 6 seed for the Iowa Stalkers, Wes Hand. The winner gains the finals and the chance to knock off number 1, Tolly Thompson.
Wow, Pat Cummins has an opportunity here, training with Kerry McCoy, to go out there and have the experience. He has a great double leg, a great gut wrench. I don't know if he's have enough to take out Wes here, but you know what? We're going to give it 100% effort, and I know he put it all on the mat, just like he does every day in practice.
Wes Hand, 2-time All-American from the University of Iowa. You'll know he'll come into this one with great intensity, so it should be a great one.
Here we go. Wes is coming out there kind of controlling the tempo in the middle of the mat. It's a matter of who is in position to control, the mat to who gets the bonus. Double overhooks for a 4-point throw. Wow, what explosion.
Hey, now watch Wes Hand's expression after it's over. Now watch him come up here. He goes, whoa. I mean, if you saw his face, it was unbelievable.
What just happened? Did I get hit in a tornado or a hurricane? Where did I go? You know what?
Was it Hurricane Zelda?
He had the position. Because look at this. Right here, Wes comes out there, has a double overhooks, and all Pat does is simply steps in with the hip, pops, and explodes. That look on his face, you can't describe the feeling of being launched like that.
Oh, that was nice.
You have no idea where you're going, and hope you just land down with everything intact, and also the aspect of landing in the moat.
Pat Cummins, two-time All-American from Pennsylvania State. He's tough.
It's a good one. It's starting off pretty good.
Right now, I think that the call is going to stand. It should be 4-0.
Under review, the call stands at 4.
I don't know what they were reviewing it, unless they wanted it to be 6. I don't think it was worth 6, but it was a beautiful throw.
That puts Wes Hand down.
Contact.
See what Pat can do here.
Here we go, back with the action. Pat has a great opportunity to get a turn here to go ahead 6-0, but I think Wes, doesn't know what hit him the first few seconds. Now he's going to come back, and he's going to put the intensity right back on Pat when they come back to the feet.
Hand an NCAA runner-up, and Cummins, a two-time All-American. Both of them trying to work their way into becoming one of America's best, and they have the opportunity to go to the finals of Real Pro Wrestling's national championship.
I know Wes Hand is trying to pull him down to get that front headlock. He really loves that front headlock. He's trying to get Pat there.
And the thing is you look at it, Wes is kind of controlling the middle of the mat. He's the one that's dictating it, and that was the thing about that move. Pat just waited on him, was patient, waited for him to think he had the double underhook, started driving him out of bounds. It's just simply pop in, explode your hips through, right to the back. Beautiful throw, and right now, Wes needs to come back and at least get 1 or 2 points before the end of the period.
Oh, nice move on Pat there. Uh-oh, he might get a throw. He stepped out.
Was he out?
Yep, that's 1 point for the push out.
I wanted to see the throw.
Wow, these heavyweights have no fear. Here we go. Look at that. Pat has the position, has the double underhooks, comes around. Wes tries to pull his head down, doesn't. Right before they go out of bounds for the takedown, Wes Hand steps out of bounds for one for the push out.
I think Wes Hand had that front headlock, and Pat threw his head up, and that broke it.
Now, what you can do there, if you have enough energy, enough pop in your hips, you can actually pop through there and throw an individual over for 6 points. It's kind of tough for a heavyweight to do, but it's still early enough in the match where they still have the strength where they can do that. And I hope to see more big, explosion throws like that. I know going into the finals, Tolly Thompson's waiting. He's looking to, go out and tear him apart with the claw.
That's the bonus time.
Up or down? Up.
They've said he was too passive.
You guys know the drill. Toe to toe, hip to hip. Okay. Defense comes set. Defensive is set. Offensive lock. Chest up. Hold position.
Wes is going to go for a lock.
Back out.
Oh, he dropped his hips a little bit.
That's a caution. You can't come in and drop your level. You step in, toe to toe, hip to hip. Take a good lock. Clear?
Stacy's calling it correctly. He wants him to come in there and be fair. Now in the bonus position, here we go. Wes has an opportunity to throw.
Caution, red. You can't back out. Hold your position. Hold position, guys. You understand?
And you know what? Wes Hand still dropped his hips.
Defenses are set.
But if you look at it, I think Wes is probably a little bit shorter than Pat. And right now it's the exact same thing.
Oh! He got the 4 points. He's back in it.
Oh, my goodness.
He's back in it.
That's the only thing he could have done to give up points.
And so is that considered a throw?
It depends if he hooks. We're going to watch it here on the replay. They come around. He can't step around. He tripped him. That is a caution. They're back on the mat. No. They got a timeout.
Well, if they don't take the TV challenge, they're not taking. Oh,
there we go.
They got it. Good call.
The red towel's in.
They should overrule that call.
Brands is upset over there.
You've challenged.
Oh, no.
He's already challenged once, so he doesn't get it. That's what
they challenged in this match.
Oh, my goodness. I don't remember
Whoa.
That. Contact. Up. Back up.
I think maybe he's thinking one per duel meet.
No, it's 1 per match. It's 1 per match.
They should get a timeout.
Set your feet. Lock, set.
They should get a timeout. Whoa, they're not playing this safe, I don't think. They're not playing it fair. Because that is not a 4-point throw. He hooked him in that throw right there. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're starting off. I think Wes Hand got a gift right there. He got a hand from the referee.
I think he got 2 gifts because he said that they have already challenged in this match, and I don't recall anything.
Oh, you know what? I think Kerry McCoy's looking at going out and double legging Stacy right to his back. I'd better watch out on that one.
There it is again. Joe Say, the Olympic coach, took Oklahoma State to a team national championship.
And earlier, Wes's team was the one that objected. They threw the timeout. They didn't do it over here.
Let's go. Let's go. Set.
Maybe we missed it.
No, Wes's team threw it in. Okay, here we go. Back to the action. Wes Hand's now feeling a little zealous.
There's Wes Hand on the shot. There he is. Whoa! Nice. Wes Hand just said, not again. You're not launching me again, buddy. I've got awareness on that one. Did you see that? That was awesome action there. Wes Hand bear hugging him right out of bounds.
Here we go.
Look at that trip.
Beautiful, beautiful double underhook for the bear hug right to his back. Used a little trip in there to take him to his back for 4 points.
Hand goes from rags to riches fast. I mean, it's 8-5 now in favor of Wes Hand. First period, 15 seconds left.
But that's the thing of wrestling. 1 second you can be on top, next second you can be down by 5 points. You can't make a mistake. You can't allow your opponent to find a weakness in your defense.
Now, guys, don't you think that Wes Hand feels like he's found something?
Just like in that first big throw, he's only ahead by 3.
Oh, look at Wes Hand in that front headlock. He should try to go around here. Try to go.
Oh, and he gives
2
up
points.
2. He gives up 2.
Mistake will kill you.
8-7. That's the end of the first period. 8-7 in favor of Wes Hand. And we'll be back for more Real Pro Wrestling after this. And we're back for Real Pro Wrestling's heavyweight semifinal between Wes Hand and Pat Cummins. Guys, was it hooked?
No, that's a beautiful double overhook right to his back. That's the first throw. Pat, look at that. Boom.
That's what Pat Cummins came out strong with.
What a great throw. Great elevation of the hips.
That was certainly no controversy there.
No, you know what? They came back. Pat was ahead.
There he is again. He's back in there again.
Hey, you see Wes Hand pull it
yes.
out?
You know what? That comes. Now he's maybe not so confident in that position now that he knows that Pat can throw him. He may have to be a little more cautious, but I don't know if Pat's going to have enough in his gas tank to come back and win this match. I think Wes Hand's in a little better position.
Rulon, Pat needs to take some single leg shots, a double, probably try to catch Wes Hand off balance there instead of going upstairs all the time.
Well, whoever said big guys can't move, did you say that, Rulon?
You know what? Being a big guy and being a Greco big guy that knows how to throw, I never said that. I think it's our little friend on our side over here.
You're listening to Rulon Gardner, Olympic gold medalist, and Nate Carr, Olympic bronze medalist, 3-time NCAA champion, 2 of America's greatest wrestlers in their history. I'm Tim Johnson. We're bringing you Real Pro Wrestling, the heavyweight semifinal between Wes Hand and Pat Cummins. Hands up, 8-7.
Here we go. Come on, excitement back. The power meter's going down on Hand. Cummins has the opportunity right here to possibly go to the clinch, and I know that, Cummins is looking for one big throw in this match.
I think he's actually looking for a shot, and I think Wes Hand's strategy should be to lock him up, keep him upstairs, and look for that bear hug again. Just don't get launched.
That's exactly right. Don't get launched. That's a big thing. Right now, Pat's got to come out to the outside. Right now you're wasting energy by being on the mat. You're supporting your weight plus your opponent's weight. That's a bad position to be in if you're a Pat.
Referee's going to have to call a stalemate there. No, they can't advance in their position, so they'll take them back up to neutral again.
Pat Cummins in the red ankle band, Wes Hand in the blue, and Wes Hand out in front still, 8-7 with 1:20 left in the match.
Whoa!
And right there, Hand had an opportunity to push out, didn't he, Nate?
Yes, but the Wizard came so quick with Wes Hand. Pat took a good shot. They're banging each other on the head, I'll tell you that.
And the action meter goes down on Hand. The officials say, you're too passive, Wes Hand, and so it's Pat Cummins' opportunity for a Greco moment.
Here we go, going for the upper body Greco throw.
Wes Hand has 2 cautions.
Yeah, 2 cautions. It'll be exciting to see, There's only a minute left, but the question is how is he going to go out of this throw? He has an opportunity to go for a big throw here.
This is big, guys. This is big.
8-7, Hands ahead. Oh! No points. He did not expose. He did not expose that back. He has to lift him. He has to lift him here. He has to pick him up and launch him. That's the only way.
That was a good call.
It was nice.
Didn't officially expose. Even though it was a great throw, he has to step up. No. He's got to bring him back to the feet. Here we go.
And we're back to the feet with 48 seconds left in the match. What a throw, but he did not expose.
Look at this. This is great. Wes came up. Problem is he came up, but boom. It
he
wasn't
never broke.
him. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nice job by Wes Hand.
Nice call by the officials.
Yeah.
Great scramble. You know, it was a pretty easy call. Now Wes is sitting back on his heels. He can't get too past him.
Whoa! Oh, that was scary. He almost got drove out by Pat. He needs to get back to the center. Wes Hand needs to control the center.
35 seconds left. Pat needs to do something here.
There's that shot! That's what I was talking about. I said he'll lower the sleeve and he'll hit that shot. Did I not say it?
Absolutely beautiful. Great technique. Pat's got more in his tank than Hand does.
Whoa, 20 seconds left.
Wes Hand needs a hand right now. He's in trouble.
He needs an escape, or Stacey Davis, the official, is going to put him up.
You know, look at this tech. It sets him up.
I told you he would lower the sleeve. Look at that double, lowers his level, and it's easy. He forgot about his legs.
But you know what? I think Wes Hand got complacent. Didn't stay focused on the mat. Thought he had the win. 20 seconds left. Made a mistake. He's only ahead by one. Wes Hand needs to tack him out of bounds. For one, we could go to overtime.
He needs to drop him right here.
Inadvertent. Let's go up. Inadvertent. Let's go.
3 seconds left. He still has a chance.
It's over, and Pat Cummins.
What a match.
From Pennsylvania Hammer takes Wes Hand, the Iowa Stalker. He wins 9-8. There's your winner, Pat Cummins, and he'll meet Tolly Thompson in the finals. #1 ranked Tolly Thompson. There you have it. Pat Cummins, the winner, 9-8.
We'll talk to our winner, Pat Cummins, and wrap it up when Real Pro Wrestling returns.
Well, we saw a blowout and a thriller in the semifinal matches, setting up the championship round, guys. The question is, will Tolly Thompson steamroll his way through this entire tournament?
Tim, Thompson gained 30 points, and that's the most points he could get. He is the best of the biggest, and with great experience, he's a tough one. Rulon, I don't know if he's as tough as you, though.
You know what? You're feeding my ego and everything else, but you know what? These are the heavyweights of the future. Pat Cummins, he may have youth, he may not have as much experience as Tolly Thompson, but he has desire. And I think that's going to be a big key to see which one of these athletes becomes real pros next national champion at heavyweight.
One of our reporters is with the Pennsylvania Hammer's Pat Cummins. Let's go to Tom, who's with Pat.
You jumped out of the lead, clock's ticking down. Did you ever kind of worry that you weren't going to get that last takedown?
No, always be confident. I always knew I could do it.
How much does it help to look over in your corner and you got world silver medalist, two-time Olympian Kerry McCoy giving you an earful?
Yeah, Kerry's a big influence in my wrestling. It's great to have him in my corner. I'm glad that he's Pennsylvania Hammer coach.
So once again in the finals at 264 pounds, we have the #2 seed, Pat Cummins of the Hammer, versus the #1 seed, Tolly Thompson of the Claw. The battle of the big men. The question is, with Kerry McCoy retiring and you retiring, Rulon, who is the nation's best big man?
Well, Tim, we'll find out soon enough in the championship, but I'm putting my money on Thompson.
You know what, Thompson, a fellow training partner of mine, University of Nebraska, is a great wrestler. There's also a great wrestler who's a training partner of mine in the Athens Olympics, whose name is Dramil Byers, who wrestles for the Armed Forces. They're not here wrestling for real pro wrestling yet. They're out there defending our country. I look forward to them coming in here, and when Thompson and Byers wrestle, that will be an amazing match. I look forward to the future of real pro wrestling.
Good point, Rulon, but until then, Thompson and Cummins are our two finalists. And the California Claw, the team that was out of it, they're back in it, headed into the finals because of Thompson's big wins. Now the lineup for the finals next week is set. And in our first championship match at 121 pounds, the Hammer's Sammy the Bull Henson takes on Tig Moore of the Oklahoma Slam.
That's right, Tim. They're the 1 and 2 seeds at this weight. Henson has dominated his two opponents in Tim Derlin and Mike Minna. The question is, can Teague make Henson sweat?
You know what? The Hammer and the Slam are both within striking distance of Iowa. This is a huge match for both teams.
Should be a great one. Our next championship match is at 132 pounds, where Tony Deanda of the New York Outrage takes on Zach Roberson of the first place Iowa Stalkers.
You know what? This is the upset bracket of the tournament. The #5 seed, Tony Deanda, came from the top side, facing the #7 seed, the bottom side of the bracket. Two unknowns coming through to make the championship match. This is going to be an amazing tournament.
That's right, Rulon. This is the top two teams in the standings, and New York needs Deanda to hold on to stay in.
This one should be fun to watch. The next class is 145 pounds, where #2 seed Eric Larkin of the Texas Shooters is being challenged by the #4 seed Doug Schwab of the Iowa Stalkers.
That's right, Tim. Larkin scored 29 points in 2 matches, and Schwab blew away Jared Freyer in the quarterfinals. And then he upset a tough Chris Bono in a very thrilling match.
You know what? Schwab, the number 4 seed, if he can still continue to upset all the way to the finals, win the final match, Iowa Stalkers will finish off the tournament. They will be the champions, but the shooters are out of it. But they're still in there for Larkin. They're still hoping that he can win the championship to bring back a little team pride.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. There's no upsets here at 163 pounds. Joe Williams of the Chicago Groove versus Joe Heskett of the Stalkers. That's number 1 versus number 2.
You have 2 Joes, Joe Williams, Joe Heskett. Joe Williams, an Olympian, very explosive, aggressive, will finish a match very quickly if he gets the opportunity. Joe Heskett's aggressive, he's confident, he scored 24 points on his way through 2 matches to go to the championship match.
Rulon, have you noticed how many Iowa guys are in the finals? No wonder why they're in the lead.
Well, these guys have met a lot. I'm just wondering if the rules, the differences in the rules for Real Pro Wrestling will make a difference. This one I'm looking forward to. We're in the home stretch now at 184 pounds. The number 2 seed, Brad Varing of the New York Outrage, takes on the number 4 seed, Mohamed Lawal of the Oklahoma Slam.
What? No Stalkers in this round. Lawal was impressive, beating Fullhard of Iowa in the semifinals. And Varing was impressive early. But I'm telling you what, you better watch out for Mohamed Lawal.
Here we are, the 2nd and 3rd place team. Right now they have a chance to gain on the Iowa Stalkers since they don't have a wrestler in the championship. Lou Wall's a great wrestler, young wrestler, maybe a little inexperienced. Brad Varing, Olympian, has an opportunity to go out there, show his class, go out there. It's going to be a great championship match.
Should be a super match. From the men to the big men. In the 211-pound championship match, it pits the number 1 seeded Daniel Cormier of the Oklahoma Slam versus the number 2 seed Tommy Rowlands of the New York Outrage.
Olympian Daniel Cormier scored 30 points on his way to the championship match, beating the number 8 seed and the number 4 seed, going up against Tommy Rowlands. Will Tommy Rowlands be rolled over by Cormier?
Here's another match between 2nd and 3rd place teams. Points are critical now in the 11th hour of Real Pro Wrestling. Slam versus the Outrage. Money is on the line for match points, individual results, and team.
And we'll be watching the scoreboard. Our final championship round is the really big guys at 264 pounds, where we have another 1 versus 2 seed matchup. Pat Cummins of the Pennsylvania Hammer challenges the favorite Tolly Thompson of the California Claw.
Both creamed their opponents in the quarters and the semis. Thompson scored 30 points. Cummins scored 19 points. This is truly the battle of the Titans. Who will be Real Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion?
Neither team can catch the Iowa Stalkers, but it's still a very competitive race for the teams.
Well, there you have it. All 7 championship matches. See you next time on the best of Real Pro Wrestling.